Now we'll discuss about enantiomers. Enantiomers are optically active isomers. These are optically active. These are optically active isomers. Optically active means they rotate the plane polarized light either towards right or left. These are optically active isomers which are non-superimposable, which are non-superimposable, non-superimposable, non-superimposable mirror images of each other. Mirror images of mirror images of each other are called enantiomers. Are called enantiomers. Are called enantiomers. Okay, these are optically active which are non-superimposable. For example, suppose this is the central carbon atom, and on the right side you are having OH, left side you are having H, here CH3, here COH. Place a mirror here. Suppose this is the mirror, you are going to get different compound HO CH CH3 COH. Okay, these are optically active. Why this is optically active? Because there is no plane of symmetry, and this is chiral carbon atom. Chiral carbon atom is one that is attached to 4 different atoms or group of atom. There is no plane of symmetry and there is no chiral carbon. There is a chiral carbon atom, and this is also same compound. So these are optically active, non-superimposable. If you keep mirror here, you are going to get the mirror image of this. You place this molecule over this, the atoms and group of atoms, they doesn't overlap. And such type of compounds are called as enantiomers, optically active isomers. Non-superimposable on their mirror image. Keep this molecule over this, the atoms and group of atoms does not match with each other. That is called as non-superimposable. Superimposable means yes, the both copies should be same. For example, methane. If you take methane, place methane in front of methane molecule in front of a mirror, you are going to get same molecule in the as virtual image or mirror image. Okay, here these two compounds are optically active and non-superimposable mirror image, and such type of compounds are called as enantiomers. This is D-lactic acid, dextro, or you can write plus lactic acid also, plus lactic acid, and this is L lactic acid. It is also written as minus lactic acid. Okay, enantiomers are optically active isomers which are non-superimposable on their mirror image, are called as enantiomers. In the examination, don't write this mirror. Just to show the mirror image, I have drawn this. You have to write these two examples. This is about enantiomers. Now we'll discuss about retention of configuration during a chemical reaction. Retention of configuration is the preservation of integrity of spatial arrangement of bonds to an asymmetric center during a chemical reaction. It means that the position of atoms and group of atom around asymmetric carbon atom or asymmetric center remains the same. Only the atoms or group of atom gets replaced or they are substituted. Such type of configuration is called as retention of configuration. Retention of configuration is the preservation, remains same, preservation of the integrity of the spatial arrangement of bonds around a symmetric center during a chemical reaction. By taking one example, we'll discuss retention of configuration. This reaction is the reaction of 2-bromobutane with OH minus or alkali. Here, during this conversion, only Br gets replaced by OH. The atoms and group of atoms are, this is a symmetric carbon atom. The bonds which are around this carbon remain same. Here hydrogen is behind the plane, C2H5 is in front of the plane, and CH3 and Br, they are in the same plane with carbon atom. The same arrangement is retained even in the product. Such type of configuration is called as retention of configuration. Now we'll discuss inversion of configuration, or this is also called as Walden inversion. And we can see inversion of configuration in SN2 mechanism. It is the reversal of configuration at a center of chirality attained by forming a new bond on the opposite phase from the site where the bond is broken. During inversion of configuration, the product formed has opposite relative configuration as that of the reactant. Here, this is the chirality center where you are having CBr bond. During this reaction, this bond gets broken, and here OH minus attached to the carbon atom from the opposite side of the leaving group. Here, in the reactant side, you are having hydrogen behind the plane. This dotted wedge indicates the atom which is behind the plane. Solid wedge indicates the atom in front of the plane. During this conversion, the CH3 which is front of the plane, yes, you can see here it is going to back up the plane, and the H which is present behind the plane comes in front of the plane. Complete inversion of configuration takes place. Here, during this inversion, the product formed as opposite configuration. Such type of configuration is known as inversion of configuration. It is the reversal of configuration at the center of chirality attained by forming a new bond. Here bond is formed on the opposite phase. Here you are having BSC Br bond, and the opposite phase is here. You are having COH bond. Such type of configuration is called as inversion of configuration. Now we'll discuss about racemization. Equimolar mixture of dextro and levo isomers D and L, or plus and minus isomers of the same compound is called racemic mixture. Equimolar mixture of D and L isomers of the same compound is called as racemic mixture, and it is optically inactive. Because dextrorotatory compounds are those which rotates the plane polarized in clockwise direction. L isomers rotates in anti-clockwise direction, hence they become neutral. So these are optically inactive. It is also represented by racemic mixture is represented by writing DL or plus and minus, DL or plus and minus. Okay, then the phenomenon of conversion of, this is the definition, the phenomenon of conversion of an enantiomer into a racemic mixture during a reaction is called is called racemization. Is called racemization. Okay, this is the definition. The phenomenon of conversion of enantiomer, already we discussed enantiomer, into a racemic mixture during a reaction is called as racemization. Okay, yeah, this is example of nucleophilic substitution reaction which takes place through SN1 condition. During this conversion, first a carbocation is formed. Carbocations like this, CH3, C. Here, this is in the thick wedge indicates in front of the plane. C2H5. And here, dotted lines indicates behind the plane. Yes, you are going to get a carbocation, which is sp2 hybridized planar in nature. So in first case, OH attacks from left side, OH minus attacks from the left side, you are going to get first compound. In second case, OH minus attacks from right side, you are going to get second compound. So you are going to get equimolar mixture of D and L isomer. This is L isomer and this is D isomer. The equimolar mixture of D and L isomers are called as racemic mixture, and this process is called as racemization. This is about stereochemistry of halolkenes.